Time to understand fees when selling on Amazon. Big question amongst a lot of sellers when they get started. How do they calculate their profits? Well, I talk about this all the time. I say to them, $20 a month will get you SellerAmp, or you could do it the old school method of looking at the revenue calculator. For those of you guys that don't know what the revenue calculator is, every time you add a product into Amazon to sell it, and then inside of your Seller Central app, you're able to pull the listing and actually look at what they call the revenue calculator. From here, you're actually able to punch in your cost of the purchase and actually look over your fees and adjust them, since they are fields that can be changed at any time. And at the end, you do see that this is a profitable product. Now, this does have added things in here, including storage costs, and it does include fulfillment fees because this is an Amazon fulfillment. Those of you guys that are doing merchant fulfilled, you would toggle this over to merchant fulfilled, and then you would put in the shipping fee. Quick reminder to anybody selling on Amazon that's brand new, there is no such thing as free shipping. UPS, the post office, FedEx, and even Amazon, who delivers on Prime, do not ship for free. Those are fees that you pay as an Amazon seller. So that being said, it's easier at times to just go ahead and use the SellerAmp data. And the reason why is because of this. SellerAmp's tool gives you the ability to look at all the same expenses here, but also has other functions in that you can actually look for these products online, and you can actually save the information within spreadsheets. So there are other functions that we use this for. So it's not just a $20 calculator, but at the end of the day, it really is a calculator. So let's talk a little bit about it. Same thing, every single time you scan the product, whether you type the product in here, put in the ASIN, which is the Amazon Standard Identification Number, or if you just have the UPC, you're going to be able to have this product be pulled, and it's going to pull the active buy box, which is basically that box where the customer could add to cart and check out. So in this case here, it's coming out $24.99, which is a $3 discrepancy from what I have it listed for over here. Now, over here, I have it listed higher for other reasons. We are in the fourth quarter. It's November 16th. And not to date this video, but the reality is you can raise your price just a little bit going into Black Friday, because chances are these products are going to sell out, and then I can sell at a higher amount. So I'm going to go ahead and wait. But you can see here, we have the same referral fee, fulfillment fee, and we have inbound shipping. Now over here, there is no shipping fee to Amazon, and you can see the Amazon fee on the calculator within Amazon is a little bit higher. So I do tell everybody you should take the time to take a look at all of them, because in some cases, SellerAmp is a third-party app. It is not Amazon Seller Central. And in some cases, you're going to find that the fee may be a little higher. Now, how would this be? Well, in some cases, this product might be qualified under what's called small standard, and the weight may be off where it's actually charging just a little bit more. So it may not correlate over to SellerAmp, and it may not show up that way. In a later example, I'm going to show you how you can check the checks and balances to make sure you're actually getting the money you're supposed to on every transaction. But if you are trying to update any of these fields down here, which do not allow you to just type information in, you're going to go down to the settings tool here and you're going to adjust it. You can see though it does have inbound shipping fee here. And for those of you guys that want to eliminate placement fees, which in this one it says optimize placement fees, which is 0. You guys are going to need to watch my other video on placement fees. Okay, so let's go on to the next phase, which where we talk a little bit about your FBA breakdown of fees and how to find them. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to your hamburger. You're going to go to inventory and go to the FBA dashboard. Within there, you're going to find a field that on the left there, and you're going to hit that drop down menu. You can go to 30 days, or you can go right down to where it says custom. From here, grabbing the custom, you can pull a pull month right here from September 1st. Here, I put it in there, and all the way to September 30th. What it will do is there will be 4 boxes. This is the first box, the second one, and third one. And then on the fourth one, which is over on the side, it's going to actually give you a breakdown of your fees. And it's basically going to show you how much you're paying in fulfillment fees to Amazon, the inbound transportation charges, which is basically your fees to ship your items into Amazon, any return processing, any prep, which isn't going to be done past January, monthly inventory storage fees, age inventory storage fees, FBA removal fees, and also disposal order fees. So the total down here, this is not your profit. This is not your cost of goods. This is the fee that you pay to Amazon for that period. So it's important that you understand that, because you want to keep your eye on it. A lot of people will ask me, well, how much is storage? Well, I'd say storage for the number of units that I have there right now and for the number of sales that have happened, $57 for that time period was not a lot of money. There's a lot of a noise, if you will, throughout the internet, on videos, in TikToks, everywhere, telling you, watch out for inventory storage fees. I'm sorry, this was $57. I'm not watching out for anything. If you looked at the price of a warehouse nowadays, they range anywhere from about $2,400 all the way up to tens of $20,000 just to have that space. I think $57 is fair. Okay. So let's move on to the next thing here. And let's talk about how we're going to check to see if these fees we were talking about here, where we were talking about on the calculator, if you remember, we were talking about our profit and our cost of the purchase. We want to see, are those fees going to come back to us? And we want to know, where do we find them? So we are now going to go and navigate our next screen, which is going to be our transaction view. So inside of our payments, there's two views. There's a statement view, and then there is the transaction view. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to payments again. It's going to lead us to the next screen. And in there, you're going to see tabs. Now, it doesn't look like they're tabs, they're shaded. But what you don't understand is if you click on any one of these, it will take you to another screen. So we're going to click on transaction view right here, and it's actually going to bring up each of the transactions. And as the sales are released, which is basically the point at which a customer has received their goods and a certain amount of time has gone by, money is going to be released to you. And when it gets released to you, you're going to have the order number, product details, and the product charges. From there, you're going to see the Amazon fees, and you're going to see the total that is paid back to you. That total that comes to you is a representation of your cost of goods and your profit. So if this number doesn't match up to the earlier number, it doesn't make sense. Now, in this example, I just grabbed one off of my transactions, so I can't show you the one that I was showing earlier. But for the sake of this example here, you could just click on the blue part here. It'll open the next screen. It'll give you a full breakdown again. If you see that after the fees, you're not making a lot of money over here, or if it doesn't match up to those fees over there, you may want to consider not selling it. Now, for those of you guys that are paying for additional storage fees, and many people do during the fourth quarter, you're going to find it as a service fee that just charged one time, and that would be for additional storage. Now, in this case, I wanted more storage for November and December, and so I'm paying a certain amount each month. So you can see that fee inside of here. Now, lastly, this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and I'm going to talk about it one more time today, and hopefully it sinks in enough so you say to yourself, I'm not sure if I really want to do that anymore. If you plug in the cost price of a product and you plug in the sale price and the profit is 0 or minus, don't sell it. You don't need to prove to Amazon that you know how to sell. You don't need to get on the boards. They call it get on the boards with anything. You don't need to do that. You are actually not obliged to lose money on the platform because you need to do something. What you want to do, not what you need to do. What you want to do is look for products that are profitable and only sell those, right? Don't waste your time and your money on other things than doing that. And that is the best advice. And if there was a tip that I was going to give out today, it would be that. Stop trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. If I plug in $9.99 and this price is $19.99, I would be losing about 50 cents, 60 cents. I would not do that deal. There's nowhere on the planet that I would want to lose 60 cents for all the work that I put into it. And you need to look at this as an investment of your time, investment of your money, and you need to know where it all goes. Money is like a jealous lover. You need to make sure that you keep your eye on that shit. Keep your eye on it. I love all of you guys. If you need some help, reach out to me. There's a link in my bio for any mentorship calls or anything like that. Thank you so much.